ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, rabbit and squirrel, lizard and gecko. What's going on, everyone? What's going on, everyone? I hope everyone is doing well out there. I'm doing fine. Doing fine, except I have COVID, but I know it could be worse. I know it could be so much worse, ladies and gentlemen. Could be so much worse. Could be so much worse. I mean, what I'm having right now, COVID wise, basically back pain and congested and mucus. But outside of that, and yeah, of course, because of the congested mucus, coughing, sneezing, my tooth is obviously covered. But I tell you what, folks, it could have been so much worse. And truthfully, it was actually even worse, I would say. It was worse, I would say, ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday. Saturday night, and especially entire day of Saturday, actually. I had a fever. Not low grade fever, but pretty moderate fever, I would say. If that is high, it's 102.8, ladies and gentlemen. That is dangerous. Not a good temperature reader. Definitely not something good. So that was dangerous and scary. When I had fever, and at the time I didn't know I have COVID, to be honest with you all. I mean, I went to the Hornets games. You can see they gave this shirt last Tuesday. You don't think COVID. You don't think going to an NBA game, you're going to get COVID. You think maybe I might get some cold, like some common cold, but definitely not COVID. Not in April, late April 2026. What's up? How you doing today? Roman, hopefully you're doing well. So, you don't think in April, late April, you will get COVID? And so, like I said, I had fever. And right before I had fever, like Friday night, I went to a viewing party for the Hornets to see if they can make it to the playoffs. They did not. I got home. It was 79 degrees in my room. Took my clothes off, getting ready to go into my bed. And folks, I was chilly. I was shivering. I literally thought I want to turn on the heat. That how cold it was. 79 degrees. 79 degrees, folks. I didn't turn on the heat, but one blanket. I put on one blanket. I was still shivering. I had another blanket. And it was still cold. I had 3 blankets. And I was warm enough. And then I wasn't sure if I want to sleep with blankets or not. I woke up Saturday with a fever. It was like that all day. I called the health line because the weekend I didn't have enough energy to drive. I didn't have Tylenol at home. So I called the medical health line, the nurse department for the local hospital in Charlotte. And they told me it's probably the cold, maybe the flu. It's definitely not COVID. We haven't seen COVID in a long time, so it's not COVID. And so I went and got some sleep. That's what I did Saturday night. Didn't take any Tylenol. Luckily, I sweat it out. And the fever dropped, thank God, from 102.8 to 99. So it dropped substantially, like nearly by 3 degrees, basically, which I'm extremely blessed. And then my throat started burning. Not sore throat, but my throat started burning. So my throat started burning, and then I started drinking like sparkling water, and that helped. And humidifier, that definitely helped. And the interesting part, when I say my throat was burning, it was only on one part, like right here. Right here it was burning. This side, no. When I had headaches, I only had headaches right here. When I have back pain, I have right there, left side of my back, which I had back pain and having back pain ever since I got freaking COVID. Now, how do I know I have COVID? I went on Monday to the urgent care. I was under the assumption, you know what? I have a viral, just cold, common cold. It's not a big deal. I just have the common cold. It's going to go away and I will be totally fine. And I thought maybe I have the flu because I have the fever. Maybe I still have the flu. But when I got inside, they did the test on this nostril right inside of it. Like in the past, when they did a COVID test in the past, they put it all the way up to here. As far as the tests go, the swab. This one, they did it like right there, beginning of the nose. Anyway, the test came back. You have COVID. And I was shocked. What I was also shocked, and I came around 11 o'clock. What's up? I came around 11 o'clock. The doctor advised me, you are the second patient to have COVID that I just saw with COVID. So it's going on, folks. It's going on, and now the names say COVID. Oh my gosh. And I have to wear masks and all of that. But I got to be honest with you all, folks. It's truly feel like a cold. A bad, common cold. Like my fever, I haven't had fever in 3 days. Thank God. What's up? How you doing? So I haven't had fever in 3 days. What I do have, back pain and congested. Those are the symptoms. And I don't feel my tooth because of the congestion, the mucus and stuff like that. But outside of that, I feel fine. I mean, my voice sounds great. My oxygen level when I was at the doctor was 99, nearly perfect. My lungs are clear, thank God. I don't have pneumonia, thank God. So this is more or less like the common cold. Is it annoying? Yes. Could it be so much worse? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I thought to myself, what would have happened if I had got strep? Strep is much serious. What would have happened if I got the flu? Flu is much more serious. Flu, you have fever for days. I'm talking about 5 days, 6 days. You take Tamiflu to recover. You stay in your bed. But with COVID, current COVID, I just put a plaque on my window, my car, or in my house saying, I had COVID in April 2026. That is all. That is all, because it's not, I mean, the name is scary. COVID. COVID. You have COVID. But it's not as bad, folks. Does it seem like? And I can guarantee you, folks, if you have headache, you have aches, back pain, you have not, you have mucus, you feel chill, like shivering, you have fever, but shivering for like few hours, you have fever for 2-3 days that go away by itself, you have back pain, you have a headache. Ladies and gentlemen, you probably have COVID and you don't know it. Because right now, what the doctor advised me, most people don't get tested anymore. Most people don't report anymore that they have COVID. So literally, you can have COVID and you might not know it. Because the symptoms are identical to the common cold, folks. It's absolutely freaking identical to the common cold. This is not COVID from 2020, 2019, 2020, 2021, when we had the lockdown, when we had the Delta COVID, and everyone was so worried, what we're going to do, we're all going to die. And I understand it was a very scary time at the time. It really was, and a lot of people died, including people that were close to me. And a lot of people that are close to me got sick from COVID. So I know how serious it was back then. But the COVID right now, it's like the cold. It's like the cold. You can say, the diagnosis should say COVID/common cold. That's what the diagnosis should be, folks. COVID-19/cold. Because the new variant is like Omicron 0.5, 0.3, 0.2, something like that. In a month from now, the CDC will say, oh, breaking news. A new Omicron 3.3. 0.3. Then in June, breaking news, the CDC and the World Health Organization just announced a new variant of COVID. COVID Omicron 2026, and so on. Because the doctor who I spoke with, you know what he advised me? There is 70 variant of COVID right now, of Omicron. 70 variant. So let's just call it what it is. The common freaking cold. That's what it is, folks. The common freaking cold. But anyway, folks, tomorrow, 7:45, we are not going to talk about COVID. I might mention it like for a split second. We are not going to talk about the COVID. But tomorrow, we are going to talk about the NFL draft. And I'm going to be streaming live the first round of the NFL draft. Especially if we have a lot of viewers. If we don't have a lot of viewers, I might not stream the entire first round, which I want to. And I'm going to have a guest, special guest, that you will have to stay tuned when the Carolina Panthers are on the board with the 19th pick to see who is my special guest to join me live. He's going to join me live for the 19th pick, which is going to be exciting to see. I'm looking forward for the guest to reveal himself tomorrow. Looking forward for you guys to join me. We won't talk about COVID. We'll be talking about the NFL, the Carolina freaking Panthers, NFL draft. It's like official, unofficial holiday. And I'm so freaking excited and I'm looking forward to it. Thank God my voice is great. Because without a voice, it's impossible to do YouTube. That is guaranteed, folks. Have a great day. Smash the like button, subscribe, do all of the great stuff that you do, and see you guys tomorrow night, 7:45, for the live NFL show. Let's freaking go.